Good morning. I'm Nitasha Buldeo and welcome to Wellbeing Wednesday. Now, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and research shows that just giving thanks can improve our mood, mindset, and well-being. In this webinar, we discuss gratitude. Now, while there are numerous studies showing the positive effects of gratitude, today we will explore this concept and understand how to use it to improve our well-being. Now, the word gratitude is derived from the Latin word gratia, which means grace, graciousness, and gratefulness. The way we understand gratitude currently encompasses all of these meanings. Gratitude is a thankful appreciation for what we receive. With gratitude, we are able to acknowledge the goodness in our lives. And in this process, we come to realize that the source of goodness in our lives is at least partially outside ourselves. Gratitude is the thankful appreciation for what you receive. And with gratitude, we are able to acknowledge the goodness in our lives. And in this process, we come to realize that the source of goodness in our lives very often lies outside ourselves. As a result, gratitude helps us connect to something larger than ourselves, whether to other people, to nature, or to a higher power. And in this way, gratitude helps us overcome egoism, selfishness, and personal limitation. Now, research studies have shown that gratitude helps us feel more positive. Gratitude helps us appreciate good experiences, past or present. Gratitude improves our well-being. But also, gratitude enables us to deal with adversity. So not only does it help us feel better about ourselves, it helps us deal with the challenges that we have to face. But most importantly, gratitude enables us to build strong and meaningful relationships. Now, one particular study found that couples who took time to express their gratitude for each other not only felt more positive in their relationship, but they also felt more comfortable expressing concerns about their relationship. So gratitude enables you to develop more meaningful relationships because it gives you the platform to be more open and honest with each other. So therefore, gratitude is very important in building stronger personal relationships. However, it's not just personal relationships that benefit from gratitude. Studies show that managers who remember to say thank you to their team find that their employees feel more motivated and work harder, hence become more productive. So gratitude encourages motivation in our team members, but also helps increase overall productivity. Now, all this talk about gratitude, but how do we increase gratitude in our lives? How do we create a practice or an attitude of gratitude if we don't already have one? There's 5 ways in which to cultivate gratitude. Number 1 is thank someone mentally. So if there's somebody who has done something for you or who has been personally motivating, inspiring, even if you don't know this person, we can always give thanks mentally. This is a way of reaffirming our gratefulness to anybody who has showed us kindness or has helped us in any task. The second thing is to write thank you notes. This is a highly important one. If there is somebody who you should be thanking for even the smallest thing, write down a thank you note. Sit down, write a thank you note. It will help you feel better, and it's a wonderful for the person receiving the note to actually open it up. The other thing that we can start doing is keeping a gratitude journal. All this means is keeping a book or a journal where you make note of all the things that you can or should be grateful for. And the important bit about the gratitude journal, taking time at regular intervals that suit you to actually enter into your gratitude journal. You know, numerous research studies have shown that just keeping a gratitude journal for a period of 2 weeks has had positive changes on mood and mindset. Now, along with keeping the gratitude journal, if you're not somebody who likes to write things down, you can also count the good things in your life. So if you make it a habit of just taking a few moments daily to count the good things in your life. And all that means is just thinking about your day and listing the things mentally that were good for you, or the general things that are good in your life, like you have a family, you have a home, you have a job, the sun is shining, you live in a democratic country. There's so many things that we can be grateful for. And the fifth way to cultivate gratitude is meditation. Now, most meditation practices have a component of mindfulness included in them. And when we're mindful of ourselves and our lives and the happenings in our lives, we find reasons to be grateful. So a meditative practice that focuses on mindfulness or gratitude is something that can actually help us learn to focus on what we need to be grateful for. Now, all this talk about gratitude, you know, some may think that it's easy for some people to be grateful. It is more easy for some people to be more grateful than others. But what research has shown is that if you follow the simple steps, these 5 simple steps, that you too can create more gratitude in your life. So very often we think it may be easier for some people to feel more gratitude than others, or if you have a good life, then it's easier to be grateful. But what research shows is that we all can experience more gratitude in our lives, and we all can experience the positive effects of gratitude by just following simple practices. So today we have an inspiring guest. Corinne Dias Lemoine is from St. Bart's in the Caribbean. And I met Corine shortly after the Caribbean hurricane, where she had lost her car, her home. In fact, she lost everything. And Corine was inspiring and optimistic and so full of gratitude. Corine is also a Master EFT practitioner. Now, EFT is emotional freedom technique. And she will be sharing an EFT practice to help cultivate gratitude if this is an area that you find challenging. So if you find it challenging or difficult to start a gratitude journal, then Corine is going to share an EFT technique that can be beneficial for you to overcome any mental or physical blocks that you may be experiencing. So I'd like to introduce Corine. I think you are one of the most positive, optimistic, grateful people I've ever met, and I just wanted you to share.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was just, because when we met, so much had happened with you. It was just after,
the hurricane.
The hurricane in the Caribbean. And I remember, one of the things you saying to me was, I've lost my car, I've lost my house, I've lost everything. And I was like, just standing there thinking, but from the moment I saw you, you were the happiest person in this room. What does gratitude mean to you?
Is to be aware of the lucky way of living, but is to be aware that First of all, we all have a lot of chance in our life, but sometimes we do not see them. Most of the time we do not see. And being in a state of gratitude is to see, okay, even if I don't have money, and I have no, for example, for myself now, I have really no money. It's really hard for the moment. I have no job, no money, no partner. My family is not around me, and I am alone. But even if I have all that trouble, I can breathe.
Yes.
I can smile. I have a roof on my head, and I have my legs. I can walk, and that is really important. And if you compare with people, okay, people, some are rich, some have a lot of things, but you have your feet, you have hands, you can do things like that. I feel that pleasure of being alive, and that is to be aware for me, that gratitude.
Wonderful. Now we want to know, how did Corine get here? How did Corine get to be so positive in life?
It's because I have had a lot of trouble in my life, you know, and so many trouble. It was so hard for with my husband, the father of my two children. It was so hard with him, and he was violent, and he abused me, and a lot of things like that. So I had to focus on what was good to live. And after, when I got divorced from that man, I have been married for 17 years with him. It was really, really hard. He had a lot of mistress. He was a pilot, and he had a lot of mistress, and life was really difficult. And I had to try to find in myself what was important. And what was important was my two children, you know, because I wanted them to be happy.
Corine, one way that you found optimism was to focus on what was important to you, but also to focus on what was beyond you. And for you, that was your children. So your first tip for creating optimism and gratitude would be to find something to focus on that is larger than yourself. Do you have any other tips?
My dog died 6 or 7 weeks ago.
Oh,
and but she was 14 years old, and she had a heart attack, and it's like that. It's the life. So I said, she died in my home with the veterinary, and I said, thank you for you gave me 14 and 6 months of your life with love every day, and thank you for choosing me as your human mother. And
I love how, you know, as opposed to mourning your dog's death, you appreciated his life.
Yes. Yeah.
Now tell us about EFT and how you started practicing EFT and how you use it. Because
so it was about 21 years ago, something like that. I was living with that man, which was not nice, and I was crying a lot. And one day I was trying to find something on internet, and I found a small video of an American, she was from New York, and she was talking about EFT, and I didn't know EFT, but it was the right time, at the right for me. So I saw that, and I tried, and I stopped crying when I was doing the tapping immediately. So now you have a lot of scientific research which have been done, which are showing how it works and how it calm down on your mind, on your heart, and you just have to tap on the points and to get to speak to you.
So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique.
Yes.
And it's about tapping on particular meridian points.
Yeah.
Has a balancing effect on your entire neuropsychological system. So it can...
Exactly. You I don't have the words to explain like that.
You don't have the words, but you have the experience and you have the ability to use it effectively. So that's, that's why you're here. I just, I love the way you practice it.
Yes.
Yes. Shall we do a little session, for people who are watching this video to follow?
Yeah.
Because EFT is simple. You just need to be seated on a chair. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And your own body.
Yes. And when you are advanced, you can do it only on your fingers. Mm-hmm. But for right now, we are going to do an EFT session, but with our body, and I will show you at the same time. I will show you where you have to go on tapping.
Wonderful.
What is important is always before going on tapping, having some water. If you not to be dehydrated, this is really important.
Okay, I'm going to get myself a glass of water because I am feeling a bit dehydrated from all the talking. To give everybody a chance to get themselves a glass of water. I have my water.
Right. The first point is always here, and what we call karate point. Mm-hmm. So we just tap with the fat of your finger.
Okay, so you're just tapping on the outer palm of the right hand, and you're tapping with your left hand.
It depends. You can choose. You can choose.
It's either hand. So just choose whichever hand is comfortable for you.
Yes, that doesn't matter.
Okay. Right. So you're just tapping with the pads of your fingers onto the side of your hand.
And that point is for giving you some confusion in your mind. And we say, even if I don't feel gratitude today, and you can repeat after me, even if I don't feel gratitude today.
Even if I don't feel gratitude today.
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Even if there is nothing in my life.
Even if there is nothing in my life.
To be grateful for.
To be grateful for.
I deeply love and accept myself.
I deeply love and accept myself.
Even if I'm not grateful for anything.
Even if I'm not grateful for anything.
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
As I am.
As I am.
Next is on the top of the head. So, I have nothing to be grateful for.
I have nothing to be grateful for.
The two fingers just at the beginning of the eyebrow.
Okay.
Grateful.
Grateful.
At the corner of the eyes, I'm not grateful.
I'm not grateful.
Under the eyes, I don't know how to be grateful.
I don't know how to be grateful.
Under the nose, I just want to be grateful.
I just want to be grateful.
But I don't know how.
But I don't know how.
Why should I be grateful?
Why should I be grateful?
Nothing in my life is good.
Nothing in my life is good.
Just here, like that. Grateful.
Grateful.
Under the arm, just like that. The two. Yes. Grateful.
Grateful.
On the top of the head. I can be grateful first because I am alive.
I can be grateful because I am alive.
I can be grateful. I can breathe.
I can be grateful. I can breathe.
Grateful.
Grateful.
I have a home.
I have a home.
Perhaps I have a family.
Perhaps I have a family.
Perhaps I have pets who loves me.
Perhaps I have pets who love me.
And even if my health is not so good,
and even if my life is not so good,
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay for me to be like that.
It's okay for me to be like that.
Perhaps I have some clothes in my apartment.
Perhaps I have some clothes in my apartment.
Today it's sunny.
Today it's sunny.
And if it is not,
and if it is not,
the nature needs water.
Nature needs water.
And I am as I am.
And I am as I am.
It's okay like that.
It's okay like that.
I choose to be grateful.
I choose to be grateful.
This is my choice to be grateful for all what I have.
It is my choice to be grateful for all that I have.
I decide to be grateful.
I decide to be grateful.
And I am grateful.
And I am grateful.
I am grateful
I am
for
grateful
all my blessings.
for all my blessings.
I am grateful.
I am grateful
For my life.
for my life.
I am grateful. I have two hands.
I am grateful I have two hands.
I am grateful. I have two legs.
I am grateful I have two legs.
I am grateful I can walk.
I am grateful I can walk.
I am grateful. Perhaps I have a job.
I am grateful that I have a job.
And if I have not a job,
And if I don't have a job,
I have some times for me.
I have some time for myself.
I can choose to love myself.
I can choose to love myself.
I choose to be grateful.
I choose to be grateful.
Thank you, the life.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, universe.
Thank you, universe.
And if I believe in God, thank you, God.
And if I believe in God, thank you, God.
If I don't believe in God, thank you, the life.
If I don't believe in God, thank you, life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you inhale deeply and you exhale slowly. Then you can drink. And you measure if you are more grateful now than before we began.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, there is a change, which is on your mind, and you are more calm. And if you're not, you go on.
Yeah, so you go. So basically the tapping starts with just the hand. Okay.
Yes.
Then from the hand, we move to the top of the head.
Yeah.
Then the eyebrow, the top of the eyebrows.
The corner of the eyes.
Then the corner of the eyes. Then under the
nose.
Under the nose.
Under the mouth.
Under the mouth.
The
collarbone.
Yes, collarbone. And that's why sometimes with some people we can go just under the breast, but most of American or Australian doesn't want that, so we go just there.
Okay, so we go on the sides of under the underarm, so on the side of the rib cage.
Yes.
Okay, so it's just, you know, by tapping these meridian points, we actually sort of re-energize the body, shift the energy, shift the mood. Of this is you know, just this reinforcing that no matter what's wrong with our lives,
yes,
we can still love ourselves. We can still find joy in life. We can still find things to be grateful for. And that is really the underlying concept, that if you can find exactly what you've said, once you've learned to listen to your body, once you let go of the dichotomy, where you were able to love yourself for all that you are, you found that inner healing, that inner peace, and that gratitude, and then this optimism for life that has inspired so many of us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm so grateful to you for sharing this EFT, this practice, you know, to actually bring gratitude and self-love. Just by tapping, and it's such a simple process that anybody could use anyway.
Yeah, anyway, and you know, sometimes when you have some trouble and all the mind is only thinking about your trouble, you can go on tapping. I have that trouble, but I love myself, and I have that trouble, and you go on, and at a point something is changing in your body, in your mind, and it's okay. I have that trouble, but it's okay.
And so often,
that open opportunities you can see in a different way.
Exactly, because so often, as soon as we realize it's okay and lose that initial anxiety, that we find the solution. As soon as we say something's okay, we find the solution.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Corine. I'm so excited to see you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Nitasha. You're welcome.
Thank you. So thank you for joining me on this Wellbeing webinar. I look forward to having you join me next week, where we will be discussing how egolessness and gratitude can lead to synchronicity. Now, synchronicity is meaningful coincidences. Now, when you lead a life full of gratitude, when you are able to let go of the ego, then what you notice is more synchronicity in your life. So join us next week as we explore synchronicity. If you like this, please click the button. If you would like to receive updates on all our wellbeing webinars, then please do subscribe to this channel.